All right, and welcome back to another Tianhu TCG video. We are watching round 5 of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Brawl, and we have me, myself, Chris, Louie, very hungry, versus Munkii with 2 eyes. I am playing Sapphire Amethyst, and my opponent Munkii is playing Amethyst Steel. Today I'm joined by JMBNNN and the world champion, national champion, Edmund Chu.
Was good.
Hello, hello.
All right, we're just shuffling. That's me over there with the white sleeves, and my opponent has the blue sleeves. We're just chit-chatting, talking about our days. I'm
Were
complimenting
you
his jacket.
nervous playing him?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
You knew he was playing purple amethyst steel, right?
Yeah, we conversed before the round about our decks, like around like round 2, round 3-ish, maybe during the lunch break. So we were playing and like our thoughts on the new meta post-ban.
So, what are your thoughts on the meta post ban?
Purple decks are alive again. Or
Mm-hmm.
back. Deserved, honestly. Hiram is a little too broken.
Mm-hmm.
I think I lose the die roll here. And forgot who was on the play game 1. Little fist bump, yep.
You shuffle so fast.
Thank you.
I'm not really sure if it's a compliment.
Okay, never mind. So I'm thinking about keeping Iago here. I'm trying to think about how much steel removal might be in his deck, and I just opted to send it because it is steel. Like they probably have some like
Fire
strengths,
the
maybe some storms.
cannons.
Fire the cannons, yeah. I mean, show his deck
I
list
think
to
a
see.
lot of oh right here. Let me show everyone the deck list. So this is Monkeys. He's playing 2 fire the cannons, 3 strength, 3 Zeus, no storm. Interesting. I think a lot of people are taking storm out. And then here's your deck list. 1 Mufasa.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I was on the play. Inking Finders. Did not get the pop bell thing, which is okay.
Ink
Unfortunate.
Lawrence. Oh, Pascal.
Oh, and I top decked the pop.
I haven't seen Pascal in a hot second.
Yeah, this Pascal was really good in this, or for him in this matchup. This thing was a spell book for a long time. There were a lot of turns where he didn't quest it because I had something to block it. I'm just looking at my hand, I'm like, man, I have to ink this fox. My hand is like just straight uninkable.
I think it's okay. I feel like when I'm playing against a deck without B prep, its Fox doesn't seem as good.
Mm-hmm.
Pascal Calhoun on the draw. Pretty good opening.
You had a pretty good opening too, though. I mean, you didn't have the pop on turn 1, but you kind of made up for it.
This is true.
Oh,
I
fire
think
the
there's like some world where I
cannons.
quest this bell here. Just to give the trade to the Calhoun. But I was open to seeing what he does, and maybe if I top deck friends, I could like get some better cards.
The Calhoun's a 3/2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna ink a Lawrence. What else does he has an Elsa in hand? I see a snake. Oh, two fire the cannons.
Yeah, I was really shocked when I saw that.
I don't know if I would have done that, but because he only has three.
I was really thinking about not inking this manor this turn, instead inking the fox. I feel like that was right. I don't know how many crops he's on.
Thoughts
Here
on
we
the
go,
two
Yzma.
fire the cannons?
Where are the cannons? It's good against like Diablos and stuff.
Would,
But
would you have used
I think
two in this
mhm.
matchup so early in the game?
uh probably not. It seems kind of wasteful to use two on something like this. But I guess he doesn't care. Right? He's just trying to empty his hand to do the Yzma thing.
Yeah, that's what I was really worried about. I had no answer to Yzma this turn, but I was able to gain back some resources with this Gaston plus friends. My worry is here is if he plays like two Smees or something this turn, or like just empties his whole hand, then Yzmas, and just gets back a ton of value, or gets so much value off
Mhm.
that Yzma.
This Sapphire, is he thinking about playing Zeus or Genie?
I think you have to play Genie here, or else you'll just fall too behind on tempo. Because I guess his plan probably is to, yeah,
Oh,
Zeus with the
Yzma's the
Yzma.
four cost.
Mm-hmm. Pascal's an interesting choice.
Yeah, we haven't seen it in a while, I feel like.
I feel like the downside of that card is like it kind of gets eaten by like the Elsas and stuff. So it's like I guess you do get like a decent amount of lore, but I think in this meta where it's like people can go turn three Genie or turn three Iago, it blocks this Pascal pretty well. So
Hmm.
I don't expect that card to be that strong.
Alternatively, the Pascal could block the Genie from questing as well on a crab heavy list.
Hmm, that makes sense.
So it kind of can go both ways, but at this point I was assuming like, okay, like I don't think he's holding onto this crab for too long. He's just trying to play out his entire hand. And I'm
Yeah, I
kind of
mean
okay if he takes
the
this trade here.
Yzma. I mean in this list, is he capped on all the other ones?
No,
Take a quick
he's
peek. Four Turnabogs, two Brooms, and three Diablos.
Because I think if you have all the other ones, you can kind of manipulate your hands with the Yzma, and it makes it a lot better. And then maybe you play like Pascal as your like 13th to 16th one drop.
Hmm.
I like that idea.
But Yzma is a interesting choice that I think actually does make a lot of sense though, because you're basically playing like additional kind of copies of Doc, right? Because
Hmm.
you get to empty your hands so quickly.
Yeah, I really liked it. The idea behind him playing Yzma here in his deck list. Thinking about the previous turn though, I had like many ways to remove the Yzma off the board. Like I could have played a Elsa and exerted both my Genie and my Elsa to take it out, but I opted for the Hades just so I can get the big body on the board.
Hmm.
It's unfortunate he didn't find his crab, though.
Yeah, I was kind of just asking to be punished here.
You're lucky he didn't have any crabs in his hand.
I mean, he could have Elsa'd me, right? Gone for that trade. Here I'm just thinking like, how do I optimize this turn? How do I optimize my ink? Like a 5+3.
You're at 7 right now, right?
Mm-hmm. I opt to go for Bell here.
Pretty good. You guys are both fidgeting with your cards so much.
Yeah, we're gaming.
Like,
I think I bounced my Hades. Yeah, I bounced my Hades here.
did you think about bouncing Bell because you already have a Hades in your hand?
I kind of like the 4/4 body on the board. It's a tiny bit more because if he plays this another Yuzma, I can exert the Yuzma with my Elsa in my hand. And I
Then you
kind of
could
just
do
want like
the
the
Genie Bell thing again.
I could do the Genie Bell thing, and you're right. I think I just like the hard removal that Hades is. It's kind of like my Maldragon,
Mm-hmm.
but not as good as Maldragon. I'm kind of like giving him ink resources here.
You
I do
gonna
draw ready
Hades
set.
the Yzma? Yeah.
Yeah,
The lore is actually pretty close.
yeah. I think it stays pretty close too.
There's the crab.
Another Pascal. Hand empty. I'm thinking, wow, these top deck docks would be so good here. But at this point, I didn't know that he wasn't on dock. I'm thinking about what to exert, and I think I exert the crab. I was thinking about the Pascal for a bit.
I was trying to figure out which character you were gonna use to take out crab.
Yeah, I think Hades seemed pretty okay. And I think not questing the spell here was also okay.
This is looking real bad for him.
Alternatively, though, I think you are right. I think I should have bounced the bell that turn. Well, way back when instead of the Hades.
Just because you had another Hades, right? And you could have moved the damage for like Genie or whatever to
Hmm.
another character.
I think I should play both these T-pose out of my hand. I'm just like, alright, it's just time to start turn sideways. And it's like, yeah, I'll quest the Vel. It's fine.
Is he just scooping here? I feel, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are much better about like, oh, okay, this is done. Next game. I
Right.
think
Yeah.
more
I mean, it just
casual
goes too wide, right?
players,
Yeah.
yeah, I think more casual players probably would still play out like another turn or two. But you guys are all very good at just like, okay, next.
It's kind of like we just recognize like what outs we have left, or if there are outs, and if
Yeah,
there are,
let's
then
take
yeah,
a look at. We didn't see your Mufasa this game though.
yeah.
Oh, and
Unfortunately,
you
I only
only
played one
have
copy, so
two bell. Two bells. I feel like
I
with
felt like at
two
the
bells
time
you
there wasn't enough room to play more. But in hindsight, I
oh.
think I would want to play more. That card's really good.
But I think because you only have two though, I would want to bounce it back and keep it because there's only two. But you have four Hades. He's not playing Doc, so his draw is just Genie, Yzma, the library, and then the ones. Game two.
I think it might have also been my like instinct to like just bounce whatever was sideways at the time. Like I just played the bell.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that line of thinking is kind of like the old way to play like tempo matchups. Because both characters have very strong ETB effects.
Yeah.
I think he sent 7.
No,
Was
I thought that was
2,
three.
3? Oh,
I
okay,
think he did
it looked
two
like he
and then
sent his whole hand.
oh nice. You have the nuts, as they would say.
I opened the Giga Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at I draw the friends. Yeah, I was like, oh god.
And inking the
That's pretty
goat.
good.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Did
I
he
could
just
ink go here.
laugh?
Yeah, he's like, oh
He's like,
god.
of course.
Unfortunate.
He's just like, oh no.
Sail sing friends. Oh my God, it's disgusting.
It gets more disgusting. I promise.
And this is Munkii on the play.
This is Munkii on the play.
You're like, I have the nuts. I don't need finders keepers.
I probably should have sang friends first, but I didn't want to like. I didn't want to show him that I had the turbo nuts.
You were gonna show him anyways. There was no situation that you weren't gonna sing friends. Ed is probably
Yeah, yeah,
rolling
yeah.
his eyes right now.
That's pretty
He is
good. That's
rolling.
some good stuff.
Yeah, but he inked before he drew.
Yeah, Chris likes to do stuff like that. It's fine.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like thinking, man, if he crabs me, I'm a little sad, but I'm not really that sad because
There's
I
so
got
many cards in your
genies
hand.
for days.
At this point, do you know that he's not playing Doc? Or you're still like unsure and just thought maybe he didn't draw it last game?
I'm like pretty unsure because knowing Munkii, he like likes to play all these like random cards in his deck. Not random, but like a lot of different cards in his deck. So I'm expecting to see some spice. And here we go. He has the Cobra, and he's thinking about using the effect. This Cobra's kind of scary. It actually stops me from singing Friends on with my bell for quite a while. Oh, and I draw my Mufasa. Oh
What a
lord, here we
pretty
go.
enchanted that is. It's by far my favorite one.
100%.
I wish more people played it. If I had to pick one enchanted, and you guys know I don't play foils or enchanted, but if I had to
Mm-hmm.
pick one, it would be the Mufasa.
It's pretty sweet.
Agree. Yeah, this Cobra's a problem for sure. I just do the Genie Elsa thing, get
Naturally.
some damage.
It's pretty good though.
That's,
4-4 for 3.
I'm also thinking about singing Friends like pretty much every turn here. But I just don't think it's worth it. Into this Cobra. Getting a free trade.
But we love drawing cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
It's tough that he has 2 Zeuses in his hand right now.
This turn I think I go for Sail Genie. I sing Friends with my Elsa.
Are you gonna play your other Elsa?
I think I'll opt for Sail. So I'm very close to getting this Mufasa on board.
You're like, how can I play my enchanted Mufasa? My one of.
Kind of where my head was at. I was like, do I lose if I play this card?
Is it worth it just to put it down?
I do think I end up going for it.
Monkey's got Zeus, Cobra in his hand right now.
Also thinking about Fox here. Or do I actually play Elsa? But Ink Fox play Elsa? Man, I don't remember. Feels like forever ago.
I feel like I'd want to play Elsa just to like get rid of stuff.
Mm.
What are you thinking, Ed?
Mm. Yeah, I think getting rid of Elsa makes sense. Because it's like you can reuse her for tapping stuff down all the time. Or like, yeah, I would pick it up to potentially pop them. I
Well, I
think
don't think I
picking up Bell
quested
also
that
makes some.
Bell.
Oh, okay, nice. I think it also makes sense to pick up Bell sometimes if you have a way to like play her for free again with like Popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that a couple times. It's pretty good.
Oh, you let this rabbit live.
I do. I'm okay with them bouncing it.
I think one of the first things I learned when I was learning how to play RP with Ed, he was always just like, you have to get rid of the rabbit as soon as it hits the board.
Yeah, Rabbit's pretty scary.
I think I just forgot to quest with the Bell.
Mm.
Oh, wait, double Zeus here. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, once you get to this spot, you just need to stabilize because he kind of runs out of juice.
And I slam down that Mufasa. And I'm like, alright, this was my game plan all along. I'm like, alright, pick some
So you
cards
have
or
to
you're gonna roll
like,
some dice.
so you have to shuffle it so it's randomized.
Yeah, or you could just like roll dice and like whatever the numbers are, it just picks. So we're trying to roll something like 1 through 8. 6. And we're like, okay, that's 6. And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, okay, no problem.
He's probably wishing he kept those Zeuses for your Mufasa.
100%.
But you need a lot of Zeuses to kill this guy.
Only 2.
That's a lot, man.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, this Mufasa is going to untap.
Top up.
it's gonna quest. And I'm gonna be happy about it.
Dang, that's crazy. Just one Mufasa.
Yep.
It basically
He's
lets you
drawing
play your
cards.
whole hand.
He's trying to run.
It also looks like a little scary right now.
Yeah, it's 2 to 11.
It's 2 to 11. And he's got, what, 5
He's
lore on
like, I
board?
need to. Yeah, 5 lore on board.
I can't play the Ink Friends here. I'm thinking, like, I want to use this Hades first, untap, and then play the rest of my cards. I probably could have done an alternate in the... I could have probably drawn cards first.
Yeah.
Very inexperienced with
That's
Mufasa.
literally its #1 rule. Draw first.
Yep. Agreed.
If he was standing behind you in that game, he'd be rolling his eyes.
I think he was.
I think it was, man. For a little bit. I mean, he's in a tough spot. He doesn't really have any easy ways to deal with this Mufasa, right? Is that a
Yeah,
fox?
his
2 foxes?
deck list
I guess he could run
doesn't.
everything into it, but it's not great.
And he only plays 3 copies of Zeus, and he used 2 literally the turn before you put down Mufasa.
I think
I
from
guess
his
if
perspective,
he
he's just
had
trying to end the game. Crab, yeah,
he
Crab
had
does it too.
Crab the fox. That's like 7 already.
And bounce the Crab with your other fox. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, just trying to do
I
some
think
math. Oh, he does have a fox in his hand right now, but he does not have a crab, unfortunately.
he's thinking about the amount of lore he can gain in the next 2 turns with these Cobras in his hand. Or with this one Cobra in his hand.
But he can't let Mufasa live. That's like automatic GG, I feel like. Oh, I see you have a mana waiting to just throw down.
Yep. I am waiting to play it.
Next turn.
I think so. Yeah, so he's going for it. He's going for the Cobra line here.
If he quests out, that's still 16, right?
Mm-hmm. Then he bounces the Cobra.
Dang, he was one short. If he quests Fox and Pascal, that would put him to 16,
Mm-hmm.
and then replace Cobra next turn for 18. Assuming
Mm.
this other Fox doesn't get banished, then he'd be at 19. But he is playing goats. Oh, he decided he wasn't gonna quest them. Is that right, Ed? Would you quest them or would you leave them
Mm,
at this point in the game?
if you have a Cobra in game in hand, you probably just quest it and you just try to get to the end.
Because I think if he quested out, like he could potentially Cobra, and then if he got lucky with a goat, right?
Yeah, I
Goat
think you have to
Cobra
play to your odds in
7.
this spot. Yeah,
You at least have to give it a shot, I guess.
I agree.
Or maybe
Yeah,
he's
then on my
thinking
end, I'm
next
like thinking
turn.
about how to like put up 2 turn or my like lethal on board for the following turn.
But you know
Yeah.
that he has a Cobra in hand. So I guess if you don't banish the 3 unexerted characters, he'll get 3. Next turn, that's 17. Cobra is still 19. He still needs a goat.
Yeah, I need to remove like 2 characters, I think, at minimum, or 3 characters to guarantee the win.
But I think because he knows you're playing Elsa, it probably is better to quest it.
And I'm thinking about challenging this Diablo with my bell.
Probably not, right? Because you know that he has 2 cards in hand and one is a Cobra. And he has to discard in order to get the 2. Don't want to give him extra cards.
But the outcome is the same. If he does get the goat from the Diablo, because the Diablo's gonna quest for 1, and goat enters play for 1.
Mm, that's a scary looking board you have on that side.
Mm-hmm.
He drew friends and fire the cannon.
Yeah, I could have sank friends and got another Cobra, I think. I don't think that's enough.
If he got 2 Cobras, that would bring him to 18. With Fox, would be 19.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy game.
That Mufasa did work.
Yeah, won me the game in 2 turns.
Do you think he should have just rammed all his characters into your Mufasa?
Yeah, I think that was an option.
Because he could have ran Fox, Pascal, and then Fox bring back the Diablo. I mean, it would wipe his entire board, but that Mufasa was so dangerous.
It really was.
Hmm. I mean, it's so hard to kill in this deck, right? In general.
Yeah, like you really need the Zeus. And it was just
Yeah.
unfortunate that he had used 2 of his 3 Zeuses the turn before.
I don't know if you're even winning if you're like using 2 Zeus on that card. It's just so tough, you know. But he just got to
Yeah.
untap with it too many times.
I think even one time is dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's like no other way for him to remove the Mufasa.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, though, that was a fun one. I got to show how to or show them Mufasa off.
Was this the only match that you played your Mufasa?
Yeah, I think so. I think I played it against the red purple player in round 2, but I don't think it mattered at that point when I played it.
Oh,
Oh, and then I played it
because
against
this
Ed,
one,
but he let it go to the turn after.
oh,
That was fun. Sorry, what were you saying?
no, nothing. I was just thinking it's kind of funny. This is like the one match that actually, like, you needed that Mufasa, I feel like, because you were like down a lot of lore.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mufasa essentially let you like spam the board.
Yeah, put up 2 turn lethal.
What a fun game. I actually didn't get to watch most of you guys play, mostly because I was just hanging out. So this is like actually the first time I'm watching all these games.
All right, well, that's the end of it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one.